Ladies and gents, step right up and prepare to have your socks knocked off by the amazing stories of some of the toughest football players to ever lace up their cleats. These guys didn't just have a rough start in life, they had a yellow card and keep on going kind of childhood. But despite the odds stacked against them, they didn't give up the ball. They kept dribbling through poverty, tackled their way out of tough neighborhoods, and scored their way to the top of the football world. Before we get to it, you there, yes you, don't be a bench warmer. If you want to stay in the game and get more belly laughs and puns like these, smash that subscribe button like it's the last donut in the box. Let's begin with the story of a footballer whose humble beginnings and unrelenting spirit have made him a legend on the pitch. His name is Alexis Alejandro Sanchez. Born on the 19th of December, 1988, in the mining town of Tocopilla, Chile, Alexis didn't have an easy start in life. Despite his natural talent for football, his family couldn't afford to buy him the boots he needed to play on the top teams. But did that stop him? No way! Alexis's mother took a cleaning job at his school to make ends meet, something that made the young footballer feel ashamed. However, he didn't let that get him down. Instead, he washed cars and performed acrobatics in the streets to help his family, while also pursuing his dream of becoming a professional footballer. With unrelenting drive and passion, Alexis worked his way through the ranks, finally reaching professional status. Today, Alexis is a force to be reckoned with on the football field, playing as a forward for Marseille and the Chile national team, and his success has certainly paid off. With a net worth estimated to be around $55 million, he's living proof that hard work and determination can take you places you never thought possible. From one football superstar's remarkable journey to another's, let's now turn our attention to Neymar Silva Santos Jr., whose talent, flair, and perseverance have made him a household name in the world of football. Neymar currently plays for Paris Saint-Germain in France Ligue 1 and represents the Brazil national team. But did you know that Neymar's rise to fame wasn't always smooth sailing? In fact, he started his journey in a small district of southern Brazil, just a stone's throw away from the local dump. Despite being the son of a journeyman soccer player for Brazil's smallest teams, Neymar's family struggled to make ends meet. They couldn't even afford an ultrasound scan before his birth, and young Neymar often had to live by candlelight without electricity. But Neymar didn't let his circumstances hold him back. On the football field, he quickly adapted to playing against older opponents and embraced being a Santos player, despite being a fan of rival club Palmeiras. He made his professional debut at just 17 years old in a match against Oeste in the 2009 Sao Paulo State Championship. And the rest, as they say, is history. Today, Neymar is a household name with a net worth of approximately $200 million. It's incredible to think that his journey started from such humble beginnings, but through hard work and dedication, he has become one of the greatest footballers of our time. Neymar's success story is truly remarkable. Speaking of footballers who have overcome adversity to achieve greatness, another player who comes to mind is Dani Alves. He's a pretty remarkable Brazilian professional footballer who last played for UNAM. Did you know that he grew up in the countryside where football was a form of relief for families who spent their days working on the land? He's actually one of 5 children, and his neighbor, Antonio de Maio Oliveira de Silva, says that Daniel would have gone to work in the field carrying a machete on his shoulders. It's amazing to think that he came from such humble beginnings, especially when you consider that he's now estimated to have a net worth of $60 million. But despite his success, he's never forgotten where he came from. Alves is one of only a handful of footballers who made it from the often overlooked and underinvested northeast of Brazil, a region that suffers from lingering prejudice. In fact, Alves even hit the headlines when he calmly took a bite of a banana thrown at him in a racist gesture by a rival fan. It just goes to show that not only is he an incredible athlete, but he's also a strong and resilient person. As we turn our gaze to the world of football, there is one name that commands attention above all others: Cristiano Ronaldo. You seem to be really curious about this. But to get to know how Ronaldo reached up to the top, be a part of the football community, hit subscribe, and stay in the loop. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a Portuguese professional footballer who plays as a forward for Al Nassr and the Portugal national team. But did you know that he almost didn't make it into the world? His mother, Dolores Aveiro, nearly aborted him before she was born in the impoverished San Antonio neighborhood of Funchal in the Portuguese archipelago of Madeira. Despite his humble beginning, Ronaldo worked hard to become one of the greatest footballers of all time. He grew up in poverty, sharing a single room with his mother and two sisters, but he knew how to forge a path to glory. He even got expelled from school at the age of 14 because he threw a chair at his teacher who disrespected him. He almost had to go work to support his family, but his mother intervened, telling him to follow his dream and to reach the top of the world. Ronaldo started playing football at the age of 8 in the youth ranks of Club Football Arena de Santo Antonio. In 1997, he packed his bags and left San Antonio for Lisbon at the age of 12. At the beginning of his career, coaches were concerned about Ronaldo's slim posture and therefore fed him extra food after training. In 2003, Ronaldo was signed by Manchester United. When he joined the club, he asked for the jersey number 28, but he received number 7 instead. This motivated him to honor the number and be known as CR7. It's amazing to think that someone who almost didn't make it into this world went on to become one of the greatest footballers of all time. Another footballer who has made a name for himself through hard work, talent, and determination is Luka Modric, a Croatian midfielder who has become one of the most respected players in the game today. Luka Modric's life journey reads like a script from a Hollywood blockbuster, full of challenges, perseverance, and ultimate success. He grew up during the peak of the Croatian War of Independence, a time of great turmoil and hardship, where his family had to flee their home and start over. Yet Modric's passion for football never wavered, and he continued to play the sport that he loved. Modric's talent and dedication to the game did not go unnoticed, and he was eventually signed by Dinamo Zagreb, where he honed his skills and signed a 10-year contract. But it wasn't until he moved to Real Madrid in 2012 that his career truly took off. As a midfielder, he helped his team win major titles. However, Modric's achievements didn't just end with Real Madrid. He led his national team to the finals of the 2018 FIFA World Cup, a feat that was nothing short of remarkable. His performance on the field earned him the Golden Ball Award, solidifying his status as one of the greatest footballers of all time. From one of the most respected and talented midfielders in the game, let's shift our focus to one of the most prolific and controversial strikers of recent years, Luis Suarez. Growing up in Salto, Uruguay, Suarez didn't have much in the way of material possession, but he did have a love of football that would eventually take him to the top of the sport. As a child, Suarez played football in the streets with his friends, often without shoes, and he dreamed of one day playing professionally. His father worked as a porter and struggled to make ends meet, leaving Suarez and his 6 siblings to fend for themselves. Despite the hardship, Suarez credits his difficult upbringing as the driving force behind his success in football. When Suarez was 7, his family moved to the capital, Montevideo, and it was there that he began to hone his skills on the pitch. However, when his parents separated when he was 9, it was a difficult time for him and his family. Despite the challenges, Suarez never lost sight of his dream of becoming a professional football player. Today, Suarez's net worth is estimated to be $70 million, but it's his determination and hard work that truly set him apart, proving that anything is possible with enough passion and drive. Wait, to further step into the world of football like never before, subscribe to our channel and experience the excitement, drama, and passion of the beautiful game through our unique and creative content. And now, it's time to talk about a footballer who's known for his lightning-fast footwork and ability to slice through defenses like a hot knife through butter. The one and only Angel Di Maria. The former Real Madrid star Angel Fabian Di Maria had a rough start in life. As a child, he had to work in a coal yard to support his family. Di Maria's passion for football kept him going, even when he couldn't afford shoes to play in. His family lived in a grocery store, and buying football boots was a luxury they couldn't afford. But despite the hardship, Di Maria persevered and fought to become one of the best players of his generation. Football saved him and his family from a life of poverty and homelessness. Today, he has an estimated net worth of $22 million, a testament to his hard work and determination. After hearing about Di Maria's incredible journey to success, it's hard not to be inspired by other footballers who overcame challenges to reach the top, such as Liverpool's very own Sadio Mane. But before that, join our team of passionate football fans by hitting that subscribe button now. Sadio Mane, the Liverpool sensation, didn't have an easy life. He had a difficult childhood as his family was too poor to afford his education, but he found solace in football and played with other kids in the neighborhood. At the age of 15, a French scout discovered his exceptional talent and took him to France to play for Metz. Mane's humble beginnings have made him empathetic towards the underprivileged, and he actively looks for ways to help them. In 2016, he moved to Liverpool from Southampton for 34 million sterling and then joined Bayern Munich in 2022 for up to 35 million sterling. However, Mane doesn't believe in extravagant spending and instead uses his wealth to help others. Why would I want 10 Ferraris, 20 diamond watches, and 2 jet planes? What would that do for the world? I starved, I worked in the fields, I played barefoot, and I didn't go to school. Now I can help people, he said. He has built schools, a stadium, and provides clothes, shoes, and food for people in extreme poverty. Additionally, he gives 70 euros per month to all people from a poor Senegalese region to support their family economy. From Mane's humble beginnings to his generous philanthropy, it's clear that football has the power to change lives. And speaking of players who have made an impact on both on and off the pitch, we can't forget about the one and only Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a legendary footballer who has defied the odds to become one of the greatest players of all time. Born and raised in the rough Rosengård district of Malmö, Sweden, Zlatan has had to overcome a difficult childhood with his parents' split and his father's alcoholism. He developed his impressive skills by playing street ball with friends on a makeshift pitch in the area. However, he faced additional challenges in school and was even said to have lined a shot off his special teacher's head in protest. Despite it all, Zlatan has persevered and become a football superstar. And at last, Diego Maradona's story is one of true resilience and determination, rising from the harsh realities of living in the slums of Villa Fiorito to become one of the greatest footballers in history. From a young age, Maradona dreamt of becoming a football star. Growing up in the shantytown of Villa Fiorito, Maradona faced a tough childhood, sharing a single room with his 7 siblings and having to endure crude sanitation facilities. Maradona's early life was a testament to his unwavering dedication to football. He had nothing else but the beautiful game, and he poured his heart and soul into it, despite lacking education or sophistication. He signed his first professional contract at just 15 years old, and at 21, he joined FC Barcelona for what was considered a world record fee. Despite his success on the fields, Maradona's life was not without its challenges. He battled addiction and health problems, but his spirit never wavered. As the final whistle blows on our journey through the lives of footballers with some of the roughest childhoods, we can't help but be moved by their incredible stories of triumph over adversity. Let me know if I've missed anyone, and don't forget to subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, watch the one on the screen now. You'll like it even more.